Flying in dreams is a common experience, and it forever evokes our curiosity. It gets our attention. And flying in dreams may suggest a whole number of things. First and foremost, it's an energetic. When we fly in dream, we feel something in motion, something moving through us. And we get curious. Are we flying away from something, or are we flying towards something? If we're flying towards something, we wonder, what possibly could it be that we are flying into or flying toward? I mean, what is the dreaming psyche really offering us? It's offering us a sense of movement, of journey, of flight into someplace more often than not unknown. And we get curious. So one of the possibilities is to open that up. Another idea in flying is that we're flying away from something. Think about that. In awake life, the same, right? Going to the airport, we got an airplane, and we are flying to get away, escape, leave the situation, or we're flying to some place of interest, of curiosity, a new adventure. So flying, we want to bring a lot of attention to. There's so much benefit in opening up the flying dream. Now let's take this a little further. When we fly too high, often there's trouble, right? I mean, think of the story, the myth of Icarus going up too high with wings of wax and feather, and the sun melts, and whoosh, logical outcome and not pleasant. So flying too high could suggest something of being a bit inflated, somehow being above it all and not being grounded, not being present in the world with feet on the ground and in a present-centered relationship. So flying too high might offer hints around that. On the other hand, flying with a sense of accompaniment. Let's say we're on a flight and it's in a vehicle. Let's say a passenger jet plane. We're part of the collective. We're in flight. We're with other people. Where are we flying to? And what about our life circumstances that involves a lot of other people? Inform the direction of our life. In fact, that is a key element of flight in dreams, our life purpose, our sense of journey. When dreams of flight come forward, I forever get curious about who am I, where am I situated, what's possible, what is life purpose, and how am I going to get there? Now, going along that same idea, when we are in flight, I notice, like I mentioned, are we in an airplane, a craft, or are we flying? Many people fly without being in an airplane at all. They're just flying like a bird through the sky. Is it an individual flight? Am I flying on my own volition, or in turn, am I being somehow supported in flight? And two, if I'm on an airplane, is it that jumbo jet that I mentioned, or is it just a single flight, or even a jet fighter? And am I the pilot, or am I a passenger? All that gives us information about ourselves. Now, in addition to all that, there's something more. Flight in dream opens something inside at a very body level, at a somatic way. We feel energized more often than not. Sometimes it goes to fear, particularly if we're frightened that we're going to crash, and that creates tremendous anxiety and agitation. And two, if it's flight without that fear, with that somatic response, with that energy bubbling inside, I get curious, What about that life energy? I mean, I was working with somebody just, 3 weeks ago or so. And here's a fellow who was, very, very disciplined. Actually, he was is an engineer, and really good at what he does. I mean, he is prized at his workplace. And he spends a lot of time in his intelligence, and he's incredibly creative and intelligent. However, more often than not, he's sitting at the desk, working online or on screen and really working through things. A lot of mental activity. At night, eyes closed, what comes awake? He is flying through the air. It's as if he's liberated into something else. And I get curious, what about that life force? What about that life energy? How is that manifesting in my experience of the everyday? Or is it not? And is the dream somehow suggesting to me there's more to what my world consists of than a simple one frame? And what about really accessing the same energetic that's at night in flight during the day? Dreams of flight, more often than not, suggest a different way of perceiving. It's a different perspective. I'm seeing things from a different elevation. I'm no longer on the ground. I have the opportunity to see the wider frame. And two, I have the possibility to experience anew the life force that's moving through me. Oh, I look forward to spending more time with you, opening up this theme of flight and dream, along with many others. And you may be interested in knowing who I am. I'm Dr. Stephen Eisenstadt, and over these past 40 years, I have helped thousands of people worldwide, helping them to understand the meanings of the dreams and how to gain insight by listening more carefully to the dream and to the images and figures in the dream. People come to me because they are asking to decrease a sense of anxiety, particularly in these times of uncertainty, that sense of despair or isolation. And two, they come because they're interested in supporting well-being and supporting their sense of creativity to reignite that creative spark that moves through all of us. If these two ideas or any of these ideas are of interest to you, there are two ways that you can join us. First is you can come and get involved with our dream tending community. We would love to see you there. There in the community, you'll be able to work with people that I've trained for over 20 years now, very gifted, people that can help you go inside of dream and unfold what's possible there for you. And second, every other Thursday or so, I offer a Facebook Live webinar. You can access that through Zoom or through Facebook. And in those webinars, I offer the possibility of what dream really can mean for each of us. I work with individuals. You'll see me work live on camera. And two, I discuss what I do and how I did it. I hope to see you soon. I think you'll discover a great deal of value for you personally in deepening your way of being with dream and with a variety of dream themes that come forward in each of our lives. Look forward to seeing you soon.